Alright, you guys may take your seats. Ayan, good evening everyone. Ayun, grabe. Naninibago pa ako sa bagong venue, no? Parang may pagka-convention yung feel. Agree? Diba? Kaya sobrang thankful tayo, of course, kay Mentor Kia, Mentor Ron, sa nag-organize ng HIT, Mentor JP, and sa corporate natin. So, guys, sino dito yung you have no idea who I am? Raise your hand. Raise your hand. Kasi kayo yung magpapa-excite sa akin ngayong training natin. Sino ang walang ka-idea? Sino tong babaeng to nasa harap? Raise your hand. Ayun! Wow, parang yung iba like ko naman nakakasalubong. Ayan, so I'm so excited to share to you this powerful training. Wow, powerful no? Talagang my goal tonight is to really add value nga, di ba? Sabi nga nila, yung money, yung ticket ninyo, mura lang yan to be honest, no? Ang mas mahal yung oras. Tama? So my goal today is to make sure that your time is worth it. But more importantly, if mahal ang oras nyo, mahal din ang oras ko. Right? So yung goal ko is to really make sure talaga that I'll be able to deliver. So that's a pressure on me. But I just want to welcome everyone. Welcome to Uzana office. And sa mga nakakakilala na sa akin, syempre, again, I always tell this, no? When you attend a training, you attend with a different kind of lens. Di ba? So, ilang beses ko na pakinggan yan si Reg. Di ba? I've attended like 100 times of your new entrepreneur orientation. But the thing is, the goal is, di ba, kung dati you were just literally listening, di ba, ngayon you're probably sitting there wanting to duplicate, di ba? Wanting to observe. Nalala ko dati, ilang beses kong pinakinggan si Mentor Billy. Tas sa harapan ako lagi umuupo. Kasi inaalam ko, paano ba siya mag-opening? Kasi feeling ko hindi ako marunong mag-opening. Tapos talagang inurasan ko. Sabi ko, grabe, 25 minutes opening pa lang nung training. Wala pa yung main topic. Right? Tapos naalala ko, kinopya ko yung joke ni Mentor Caleb. Can I just honor Mentor Caleb and Mentor Benjo in the house there sa likod? Grabe. Our chairman and chairman, parang di naman emeritus si very, very much active din. Okay? Basta our chairman in the house. So si Mentor Caleb, magaling ba mag-joke si Mentor Caleb? Okay. Hindi kasi ako mahilig mag-joke. Okay? Siguro pag close na tayo, nag-joke na ako. No? Pero sabi ko, gusto ko yun. Di ba? Ang galing niya mag-joke, tumatawa yung crowd. So pagkarinig ko yung joke niya, kunento ko agad dun sa downline ko, sa business partner ko. Tapos hindi tumawa. Alam mo yung nag-pause ka pa kasi nag-aantay ka ng reaction. Nga. Okay? So kunwari nagtuloy ka na. So ginawa ko pa, ulit-ulit ako umaten. Inoobserbahan ko saan ba siya nag-pause. Ganun pala dapat. Dito pala dapat yung pause bago binabagsak. You get what I mean? That's what duplication really is. Yung tipong kaya nyo nang tapusin yung sinasabi ko. Kasi I've attended, alam ko na yung way. So you attend with a different kind of lens. Now, if you're new here, my goal is for you to fully somehow understand what being entrepreneur is really all about. Alright? Not because you bought Uzana products, you are already considered an entrepreneur. Not because you distribute Uzana products, you are already considered an entrepreneur. You are considered maybe a distributor, but not necessarily an entrepreneur. Agree? Okay, so I want to share to all of you, bakit ano bang meron sa entrepreneur. Pero ang goal ko syempre, mag-grasp nyo. Pero kung hindi, saan ba ako nag-ano? Ayan. Kung hindi nyo mag-grasp, saan ba? Ayan. You may follow me on my social media just in case you want to learn from my daily tips and, just daily things of life of being an entrepreneur as well. So, to give you a little bit of story about me, I'm a daughter of a typical corporate person who climbed up a corporate ladder. Okay? So, my mom works in the hospitality industry. No? So, she works in the cruise line, if you're from sa mga nagbabarko and all that. So, isa ako sa anak na mga OFW, literal. She's a widow at the age of 32 years old. So if there's a reason why I have such a strong personality as a woman, because I have a strong mom. Right? At 32, imagine I'm 30 plus right now. I don't have kids, but she had kids. I was the youngest at 4 years old. Imagine that. All right? And my dad was a lawyer. Ang ganda ng title, no? Pero walang naiwan. Okay? Walang naiwan sa amin ni Singkong Duling yung dad ko. No, but I feel like sa kanya ko nakuha in a way yung pagiging entrepreneur as well because he opened up his own firm. No, he did not just work for anybody. For government, yes, and for private, then he opened his own firm. Pero just like any startup entrepreneur in traditional way, diba, before siya nawala, wala pa naman talaga siya masyadong kinikita. No? Mabait kasi yung tatay ko, puro pro bono. Alam niyo yung pro bono? Yung libre lagi yung fee niya. Okay? Gusto niya talagang, alam mo yung pag may mahirap, yung mga squatters na pinapaalis sa lupain na hindi naman kanila, pagtatanggol niya pa yun. Okay? Mga ganyan yung mga kasong pinagkukuha ng dad ko. No? But, you know, because when he died, that's it for him. Sino mga nasa 30s dito? Raise your hand. Diba? So sometimes you're kind of frustrated in life. Di ba parang bakit? You feel like you're not yet where you wanna be. Agree? Di ba may mga ganong feeling? But I choose to think differently and really be grateful na parang shucks, nasa 30s na ako. Because my dad died at the age of 39 years old. Di ba? So I feel like, my gosh, imagine, pagdating ko ng 39, mega celebration talaga ako. No? Siguro lang na pag 40, kasi nakalagpas ako ng 40. Because syempre, kung hypertensive yung dad ko, nasa genes din namin yon, right? Kaya nga sa hospital tinatanong, anong family history mo? Kasi it really matters. Imagine this, I'm following this person, kung kilala niyo si Broth Queen, okay? Kim King's Kitchen. Basta I follow this person for such a long time because yung director noon ay prospect ko. Okay, pinaprospect ako doon. But then, like a friend of mine as well. So, fina-follow ko, super healthy talaga to. Ganun talaga pag maraming money. Not, as in, 100% organic and everything. Siya yung naging nutritionist din ni Heart Evangelista. Kaya sobrang pumayat si Heart, no? And then, yung kanyang asawa, okay, basta super mayaman. Sila may-ari ng mga sikat na mga hotels as well, no? So, yung asawa niya, super duper healthy din. Pero, nagka-problema sa heart. Imagine that. At nung nagka-problema sa heart, pinpoint nila, why? I have such a healthy lifestyle. And then, the pinpoint ng doctor na it's really your genes. Nasa genes mo talaga. So, just imagine, kung hindi pa siya healthy yung lifestyle niya. Agree? Right? So ako, sobrang parang feeling ko every year na papalapit ako sa 39. Sobrang grateful ako. Di ba? Na parang this is a life worth celebrating. Di ba? This is a life of, sabi nga ni Ray Dalio, if you're familiar with Ray Dalio, mamimili ka lang naman sa buhay mo. It's either you wanna savor your life or you wanna create an impact. And there are people, they just really, really wanna enjoy their life. Nothing wrong with that. That's what they want. There are people whom I want to savor my life but create an impact. So I'm at the middle, right? But there are people na the hell with my life. I just really want to make impact, di ba? I'm willing to make sacrifices so that I can help a lot of people. No? So whatever in choices mo is really, really up to you. No? Pero kung ako nasa Yuzana, basically, right, if you're doing this business, it's never just about you savoring your life. Agree? There's no way na may enjoy mong masarap na buhay dito nang hindi ka na nagke-create ng impact sa buhay ng ibang tao. Tama? That's the only way yumaman. Ang sarap, no? Sarap ang yumaman ng ganun. Diba, yayaman ka by actually helping a lot of people, right? So going back to my story, no. So now that I'm nearing 39 years old, I'm not yet at 39, pero medyo malapit na, no. All my life, I remember, because I've been in Yuzana for so many years already, like a decade. I'm a seasoned entrepreneur already in this business. And all I wanted to follow the footsteps of my mom at the beginning. In fact, sa umpisa pala, I wanted to be a lawyer. Pagdating ng third year high school, pagdating ng entrance exam, hindi law yung pinili ko or something to do with law. Kasi nag-compute ako ng edad ko. Okay, sabi ko, ilang taon na ako gagraduate? Di ba, ilang taon ako paaralin ng nanay ko? I cannot, right? So I followed the footsteps of my mom. I work in the hospitality industry. Meron bang mga nasa hospitality or customer service industry dito? Raise your hand. Ayan. Siyempre, yung mga business partner ko as well. You attract who you are nga, sabi, no? So, yung mama ko, syempre parang, wow, kahit papano, may nakamit siyang success sa industriya niya. Little that I know, when I entered, sobra palang nakakapagod. Not that I have problems na mapagod. Dapat lang naman napapagod tayo. Pero sabi nga ni Mentor Caleb, na talagang tumatak sa isip ko, sabi niya, work is life. Because literally, you're giving your life for work. Kasi pag titignan mo yung oras sa taon, di ba? So wala namang problema do, ibigay mo yung buhay mo sa work mo, as long as yung work mo kayang ibigay yung buhay na gusto mo. That is a fair trade. Agree? So sabi ko, hindi ako sa nagreklamo na napapagod ako. It's just that I felt like it wasn't giving the financial support that I actually need to establish my dream, no? So literally, that's the reason why I entered USANA. I met USANA 3 times. Okay, so through my best friend, through my cousin, and these are the most credible people in my circle at that time. My best friend, she's an entrepreneur, pero nag-homeschool siya. Di ba ngayon uso na yung homeschool? Dating nag-homeschool na sila buong magpipinsan. Kasi high school pa lang kami, may death threat na sa kanila. Ganon. Kasi yung kanyang tito ay billionaire. So, hindi man siya billionaire, but they're the family that surrounds that, you know, that circle in a way, no? So, siya talaga, nag-homeschool na siya and all that, no? And then, all of a sudden, biglang niyaya niya ako, sinishare niya something to do with USANA sa akin. Hindi ko siya na iintindihan talaga masyado. She was trying to invite me here in enterprise. Hindi ko siya pinansin. Kasi ang invite niya sa akin, part-time. Hindi ko naman nagigets yung concept ng part-time dati. Di ba way back dati, hindi naman uso 2 streams of income mo. Di ba dati talang isa lang, akit ka ng corporate ladder. So hindi ko masyadong pinapansin. No? And the second time naman is my cousin, who is a magna cum laude in UP, by the way. Siya lang ang taong kilala ko na may pangarap manalo ng Nobel Prize sa accountancy. Pagka may ganun ba? Di ba talino talaga? Nag-masteral to sa UP ng finance, tapos tinatanong ko sa kanya, Kuya Bong, top 1 ka na ba? Sabi niya, hindi ako sure kung magta-top 1 ako kasi feeling ko nagalit sa akin yung professor ko. Bakit nagalit yung professor mo? Kasi hindi ko na-perfect yung exam nung finals. Ba't di mo na-perfect? Yung joke. Ba't di mo na-perfect? Ganyan. Kala mo din ma-perfect. Kasi mali yung isa niyang tanong, so kinorek ko. Grabe, may sumagot na ba ng ganun sa inyo sa finals? UP ha, by the way, no? Hindi niya sinagot, mali yung line of questioning. So matalino talaga siya. Right? And when I saw the vitamin sa kanya, ito talagang pair ng Cellsential sa bahay. Sabi ko, yan ba yung number 1 sa buong mundo? Yun lang yung natandaan ko sa best friend ko. Sabi niya, yes, alam mo na yan. Sabi ko, yes, alam ko na yan. O, dun siya nagkamali. Kasi yung alam ko doesn't mean nagigets ko yung buong opportunity. Sabi niya, okay. Yun lang, di na niya shinare sa akin. O kaya, di ba, yung aking partner ay na-invite here sa USANA, di ba, which is a friend of Mentor Richard Tan, di ba? So talagang I would like to honor our mentor, di ba, na may not be our sponsor, pero who acted like our sponsor talagang really changed our lives forever. So thank you, Mentor Rich. Ayan, so si Mentor Rich talaga, kahit siya yung barkada nung partner ko, ako yung madikit sa kanya. Mentor, san ka? Basta san ka lang. San ako ng san. Diba? Minsan wala namang appointment ako sa kanya, pero basta nasan siya, didikit lang ako sa kanya. And I literally observe everything na ginagawa niya. I remember, nung bago ako, syempre corporate, diba? Like sa hospitality. So, ganito lang ako makinig. Don't get me wrong, nakikinig ako. Okay? Pero kailangan prim and proper. Kailangan corporate. Ganon. Corporate feel. Yan. Si Mentor Rich, pag umaattend ng training, hindi ganon. Literal, guguluhin niya lahat ng katabi niya 360 degrees. Tama no? Tama, di ba? Tama, di ba? Hindi pa siya maghihinto, tatayo pa yan. Titignan niya sino dun yung walang energy. Papasahan niya talaga ng energy. Di ba? Ganon si Mentor Rich, di ba? Sabi ko, simple lang naman. Gusto kong yumaman, kailangan kong kopyahin kung ano yung ginagawa ng mga taong maunlad. Tama? So from somebody that was so stiff and so professional, right? So coming from hospitality industry, guess what? I started to shake off. Di ba? Taylor Swift na. Nasa Taylor era tayo ngayon. Di ba? Talagang to shake it off talaga. No? Sabi ko, okay, you have to relax. You have to have energy. And I started earning what he earned. So imagine that all because I copied the right person. Alright? So, thank you, Mentor Rich, for changing my life. Grabe. And the lives of all of you here. No? So, when I started Usana, the reason why I resigned from my job, by the way, I did this part-time. Okay, so after 10 months of doing this, I had temporary trade-offs, of course. Ano lang ba yung trade-off ko? Trade-off ko yung panonood ng TV. Sobrang love ko kaya manood. As in, no? So pagka-uwi ko, manonood lang ako. Alam niyo pag off ko, kung anong ginagawa ko? Bibili ako ng 20 fishball. 20 kikiam. Ganyan. Okay? Sweet and sour and vinegar. Tapos manonood ako ng Harry Potter 1 to 7. Okay? Ganun lang yung ginagawa ko dati. So sabi ko, bakit hindi ko i-trade off yung walang kwentang ginagawa ko na mag-Usana? Tama? Just imagine 6 years kaya ako hindi nanood ng TV. Ang galing din naman nila na invento yung Netflix. So ano bang na-miss out ko? Pwede ko rin naman balikan. You get what I mean? Pero literal, walang TV. Okay? Kahit wala rin namang TV sa condo somehow. So yung mga little trade-offs then somehow. But the reason why I was convinced that I want to become an entrepreneur, because for 2 reasons. And one is this, but let me explain this one. Anak ako ng OFW. And in my mind, I don't wanna work outside the country just so I can provide for my family. I salute for all OFWs. Alam ko yung hirap niya. I may not know exactly yung hirap niyo, pero alam ko yung feeling ng anak na naiwan. Alright? Sa Pilipinas, so that yung parents niya makapag-provide sa kanya. Right? I had experiences in the past, I remember, na parang pwede ako magpakulong ng tao. And my mom just knew about it, I believe, parang almost 2 decades. And sabi ng nanay ko, bakit hindi mo sinabi sa akin? Sabi ko, alam mo pati ko sinabi, may mindset kasi ako na kung ano yung sakit na nararamdaman ng anak, 10 times mas masakit yun sa magulang. Sinisip ko na parang ayoko mag-worry ka na nasa ibang bansa. Even if dapat naman talaga, na-share ko yun sa kanya. But you know, para akong nahinog sa pilit, I had to overcome what I need to overcome. And that made me so strong, I guess. Pero, yan, thank you so much, Mentor. Pero ito siya. Sabi ko, ayokong simulan. I want to become successful here in the Philippines no matter what. And that's the reason why I entered entrepreneurship. Now, sino dito yung hindi ka sinusuportahan ng parents mo by doing this business? Raise your hand. Okay. O, diba si Coach Anshe? No? Alam na alam ko yan. Okay? Hindi sinusuportahan kasi si Coach Anshe, just to give an idea, scholar yan ng Holland, America. Okay? Pag-graduate niyan, may offer na talaga yan sa barko. Okay? As a chef. No? Like, diretso principal interview. 3 beses yan chinase ng principal interview. Ayaw. So, galit yung mga magulang niya sa kanya malamang. Kasi nga, scholar ka nga, di ba? So, parang expected na doon ka mag-work. Pero, ano ba yung nakita niya kasi? It's not just about in Usana. Okay, let's establish it first. Let's not include Usana, but let's talk about how the world is actually evolving. Right? So, evolve or be obsolete. Sabi nga, you wanna be Nokia, Sabi nung Nokia, wala naman akong ginawang mali, but somehow I failed. Right? May mali siyang ginawa, hindi siya nag-evolve. Right? So dati, to give an idea, during agrarian age, ang uso niyan, padamihan ng anak. Bakit? Kasi mga hasyenda ko para may mag-aalaga. During agrarian age, yan na-invento yung trabaho o yung word na job. Bakit? During planting season, I'm gonna call you. During harvest season, I'm gonna call you back. Right? Walang 8 to 5 dati. Depende lang. Okay, so kung anong trabahong nandyan. During agrarian age, napapamana ang trabaho. Pag ikaw yung caretaker ng mansion na to, yung anak mo din magiging caretaker ng mansion na to. Diba? Yan yung, like, that's a 10,000 plus era, yung agrarian age na yan. Then dumating yung industrial age. Yan na yung massive production of whatever products. Right? Diyan na-invento na sila, Ford, yung mga cars. Do you know na si Ford ang nagsimula ng 8 to 5? Yung concept na, you're gonna work for me for 8 hours. Oh, now, eto, alam nyo ba kung saan nag-originate yon? At bakit pumayag yung mga sinaunang tao sa 8 to 5? Oh, kasi sabi niya gano'n, sige, work for me for 8 to 5. Okay? Until for a certain age. O, anong kapalit? Ang kapalit nun, when they retire, is that may sweldo pa rin sila hanggang mamatay sila. You get it? So that's the reason why it's called what? Job security. Jobs before were still secured. You get it, right? That's why they were all loyal, working to a company. My tito is used to be the vice president of Meralco, and he's the last batch of that package. So literally, yung tito ko, nag-early retirement siya ng 50. Kasi may sweldo pa rin siya hanggang mamatay siya. Hanggang ngayon, imagine. Sarap nun, no? Passive income. Yeah? Not bad. So, nag-early retirement siya. Ngayon, I have a question. Yung company nyo ba? Ganon. O yung iba meron. Ano yung difference? Minaminusan yung sweldo mo. Ang tawag na defining contribution plan. Nagko-contribute ka, tapos nagdadagdag din sila. Pero hindi siya necessarily 100% sila magbabayad sa inyo. Bakit ini-stop yun? I want you to understand this. Okay? Lahat tayo nagtrabaho sa manufacturing A. Loyal for the next 40 years. And then, all of us retired. Lahat tayo nag-retire, lahat tayo papasweldohin pa rin. Pero they need to hire new people to work yung mga naiwan na trabaho. You get it? So, hindi na naging sustainable siya, kaya in-stop na yung concept na yon. Understand? Okay, so yun yung nag-originate ang 8 to 5. Yun nga lang, because nakasanayan na siya ng isang generation, ikaw, di ba, namulat ka na 8 to 5 ang buhay. 9 to 6 talaga ang buhay. But you actually never questioned why. Bakit naging ganun yung sistema ng mundo? Right? What were the reason back in the past, right? So ngayon, after industrial age, came information age or called digital age. Yan yung mga, alam mo yung mga panahon 2000, yung kala mo end of the world. Di ba? Do or die for many businesses because if you don't have a website daw, your business gonna close down. True enough, maraming kumpanya rin na nagsara because there's, season change, age or era change, right? So now, okay, sa information age, dito na pumalo yung Gen X. Okay. Do you know na based on LinkedIn, sino mga Gen X dito, raise your hand. Okay, Gen X ang tawag sa kanila grasshopper generation. Sila yung palipat-lipat ng trabaho. Bakit? Why would I be loyal to my workplace? Wala naman akong retirement dyan. So I need to work hard para tumaas yung salary ko. You get it? Right? You have to jump from one company to another para tumaas yung salary mo. That's what the grasshopper generation is in the information. But now, welcome to the exponential age. tayo na yun. Okay? Millennials and Gen Z are entering into exponential age. That's where entrepreneurship already is booming. Right? You know, the Philippines is a consumer country. Agree? Right? Are we waking up? We're actually waking up, and thanks to companies and industries like us, educating people that we can be entrepreneurs as well. We can be inventors. Di ba? We can be owners. Hindi lang tayo consumer. You get it? Sabi ko nga when I went to Korea, sabi ko, kaya mayaman tong Korea eh. Ang dami nilang international, may Hyundai sila, may Samsung. Imagine mo, sa Korea nga lang, tatlo lang daw hindi mo matatakasan sa buhay mo. Di ba? Tax, death, tsaka Samsung. Okay? Kasi yung Samsung doon, hindi lang cellphone. Lahat ng appliances daw doon, Samsung. Pati screwdriver daw, Samsung. Ganong level. They literally control the whole Korea. Ganong level. But because they have companies like that, the whole world is buying, tapos mapasok sa kanila yung pera, kaya maunlad. And that's also in a way my dream for the Philippines. Like ko nga pinagpipray kay Lord, Lord, do you pray for your nation? You should pray for your nation. Ano ka ba kayo? Di ba? Pilipina tayo, no? Pray for your nation because sabi ko, Lord, sana maabutan ko yung my lifetime maging first world country yung Pilipinas. Di ba? You pray for your nation because according to Ray Dalio, we already have 50% chance that we will enter World War III. Just so you know. Di ba? So you have to pray for your country as well. But that's also the reason why you have to train here. Kasi kung ikaw yung tao na you only know one thing, and then all of a sudden, there's World War III, no more hotels, no more restaurants, no more everything, and your skill set is only specialized to that, paano ka? Sa USANA ba, lahat ba ng skill set na natututunan nyo dito, pang USANA lang o life skill set? Life skill set. That's the reason why I always train and master my skills. Right? So ngayon, now that I understand na nag-evolve yung mundo, I wanted to become an entrepreneur. Not that employment is wrong and employment is not okay. Employment is still there. Okay? You have to understand. Walang USANA kung walang employees. You have to understand, we have an amazing corporate team as well. No? But for someone who really want a different kind of life, maybe entrepreneurship is something that you actually want to try. Right? If you don't want you want a different result than the rest of your batchmate, entrepreneurship is really the way to go. Now, ganito nga lang. Bakit maraming tao na-challenge sila sa pagnenegosyo? Tama? Kasi ganito, gusto mong magnegosyo, but you are still operating in the paradigm of employment. Right? Gusto mo magnegosyo, pero self-employed ka pa rin mag-isip. Ano ba yung difference sa mga paradigm na yan? When you are employed, sanay ka sa 8 to 5, like I mentioned. Sanay ka na somebody tells you to do something, pag walang nagsasabi, hindi mo alam yung gagawin mo. After 8 to 5, you're gonna entertain yourself. Be with your family, watch TV, go out with your friends. That's the system of employee. Ba't ka nagcha-challenge? Kasi gusto mo maging negosyante, nasanay ka sa 8 to 5, pero kailangan mo pa mag-training sa USANA after work. You get it? Right? So magte-training ba Monday, yung iba sa inyo galing sa work. Ba't ka nagcha-challenge? Mahirap ba yung USANA? Actually, hindi. Madali nga titignan mo yung USANA. It's just that your head, I wanna watch TV. Like, I wanna do this. Nandun ka pa sa pag-ooperate as an employed. Ano naman yung self-employed? Ito yung 3 to 4 mindset. Ano yung 3 to 4 mindset? 3 days pahinga, 4 days trabaho. Yan. Okay. Ito yung hahataw ako ng 4 days. After 3 days, hindi ako magpaparamdam. Ganyan. After 3 days, walang negosyo. Kasi ganun yung self-employed di ba? Hahataw ako, may events ako, malaki yung pera ko. Ngayon, after may pera ako, I have time to actually rest. That's what self-employed is. Agree, right? Pero entrepreneurship is what? 24/7. Pagising mo, yung Usana o yung business, kahit di Usana, business mo iniisip mo. Bago ka matulog, business mo yung iniisip mo. You get it? Entrepreneurship is like, it's not something that you do. It's like a being. You know? It's like, that's who you are. You're an entrepreneur. Kaya sabi ni Mentor Caleb, if you're doing this as a part-time and you wanna be a full-time, start labeling yourself as a full-time entrepreneur and a part-time teacher. Diba? I'm a full-time entrepreneur and a part-time engineer. So magkaiba na yung sense of identity, right? Ano pa pag-difference ng employed? O, diba, ito kailangan may nag-uutos. Ito, sanay walang nagbibigay ng instruction. Kaya medyo, we love ko kayo hindi ko alam yung mga trabaho nyo baka sabi niya, baka lang may pero sinasabi ko lang to because I love you. Okay? Sa self-employed, medyo ito yung challenge i-mentor. Kasi nga, hindi naman din niya kasalanan dahil nasanay siya mag-operate nang wala naman talagang anyone. You get it? Not unless the person is willing to shift his paradigm. Right? O, entrepreneur. Lahat boss mo. Yung kliyente mo, boss mo. Di ba? Lahat. O, naalala ko dati dito, meron akong kakilala na sa office na siya. Bibili siya ng products. Halos nasa 200 plus points. Sabi ko, wait, mantay mo ba ako? Oh, di ba? Pinuntahan ko siya. Drinap ko yung mga ginagawa ko. Pinuntahan ko siya. Di ba? End up, she started 500 points. Di ba? O, di parang boss ko siya. Okay? Kasi pinuntahan ko siya. Right? Contrary to what you know, that your uplines are your boss. Baliktad. Parang yung downline nga yung boss. Di ba? Boss, sige. Alilain mo pa kami. Diba? Ano yung guess? Diba? In a good way. That's what service is really all about. Alright? So, paradigm. Sabihin nyo nga, paradigm shift. Okay? So, you literally have to shift or change your mindset. Pero ito siya. Okay, last but not least. Ano namang difference? Ang difference nito, normally, savings, spending, or utang. Ito yung meron dito. Pag self-employed, magaling to sa cash flow. Kasi malaki yung bulto ng pera, pagkakasyahin niya yan hanggang sa next project niya. Okay? Pero pag entrepreneur, maraming alam na laro sa pera. Alam mo, magkakaiba din ang trato nito sa bangko. Diba? Minsan, ikaw pipil. Sino nang pumila dito ng pagkatagal-tagal sa bangko? Diba? Ako, diba, alala ko dahil, iniorasan ko pa talaga kada isang Namamrospect ako sa bangko yung katabi ko. Alam mo, pansin ko 7 minutes kada tao. So, kung pang 10 tayo, 1 hour pa tayo. Diba? Yung mga ganyan eksena, no? Pila. No, but if you have a lot of money, sino dito yung gusto mo tatawagin ka ng teller dun sa gilid? Ma'am, dito ka na. Sino gusto nung ganun? Wow! O sino yung gusto ng ganito? Tatawagin ka ng bank manager. Ma'am, dito ka na ha. Huwag ka nang pamila. Sino gusto nun? O sino dito yung gusto mong paakyatin ka sa second floor? May pagkain. Pwede ba yon? Yes. Right? O, kailangan nasa laman ng bank yan. Di ba? O sino dito yung gusto ng ganito? Di ba? Ako tumawag yung bank manager ko, ma'am, huwag ka na pumunta dito, dadaling ko na lahat ng papeles dyan sa kondo mo. Sinong gusto ng ganun? Literal, okay? Yung tipong pag nagbukas ng bagong bangko, they're gonna chase you so that you transfer to them. Diba? Sige ma'am, ako na magpapadala ng mga papeles dyan. I-send mo na lang dyan, papapick up ko na dyan. Sinong gusto ng ganun? Diba? O, depende yan sa financial status mo. Right? And syempre, halos lahat, pwede rin naman empleyado kung mataas ang posisyon mo talaga, diba? Pero most of the people na maraming money talaga sa bank, diba? Entrepreneur. Diba? Ang sarap, no? Different treatment. No? So, what is entrepreneurship? Okay lang sabay-sabay natin basahin. 1, 2, 3, go. Including this. 1, 2, 3, go. Yun, diba? So, highlighted risk and make a profit. Alright? So let's start with profit. O nagnegosyo ka para kumita. Huwag mong ilibre yung buong sambayanan nyo ng Usana products. Okay? Naalala ko nung bago ako sa Usana, ganda talaga ng products na to, para sa'yo talaga to. Kaya ako nag-join para din sa'yo. Pero nagsisimula pa lang ako, kaya bili ka muna ng vitamins. Okay? Kahit mga kapatid ko, sinuporta nila, bumili sila, walang libre. Bakit? Kasi nga, malulugi ako. Nung kumikita na ako, nakapagbigay ba ako ng free products? Yes. Right? I can give my mom kung ano man trip niya na products. I can give it already for free. Right? Now, may risk ba talaga? There's always a risk. Pero sabi nga ni Mark Zuckerberg, the biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking any risk. Right? Ako, I'd rather fail by trying. Because when you don't try, you have already failed without a fight. You get it, no? Kaya nga sabi ko nga, meron akong mini-mentor. Sabi niya, parang, ayoko na, ganyan. Sabi ko, no, I'm not gonna let you give up without a fight. You have not even tried at all. And I promise you, you're gonna regret it. Now, you only have two pains in life. The pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Mamili ka. Masakit disiplinahin yung sarili, pero mas masakit na nasa isip mo, what if trinabaho ko talaga yung Usana? Right? So ngayon, being in entrepreneurship, okay, challenging ba? Good news ko sa inyo, hindi to patalinuhan. Hindi patalinuhan ng Usana. To be honest, mas simple ka nga, mas duplicable ka. Right? Hindi mo kailangan komplikahin. Ang kailangan lang dito, mataas yung EQ mo o emotional quotient mo. Matibay ka ba? Right? Sabi nga, di ba? Do I control my emotion or does my emotion control me? Tama? Oh. Sino dito yung mahilig ka makinig ng sad song? Broken-hearted ka na nga, sad song pa yung pinapakinggan mo. Di lalo na. Kagets mo yung point? Right? Oh, so mamili ka ng kanta, di ba? O puro sad song yung videoke mo. Ganun talaga. Okay? Natawa ko. Anyways, okay. So, ang goal is to be what? To be able to control or regulate your emotion. Yan ang difference. Bakit? Kasi pag kahit ma-reject ka, if you can, motivate yourself to stand up again and start again, you can become successful no matter what. Right? Nalala ko ito, no? Tayo ko itong kinikwento. Alam nyo na ang babae, maarte pag may menstruation. Agree? Lalo na pag second day. Second day, nako, wag nyo akong kausapin. Ganyan. So, hindi na masakit yung puson ko noon. Okay? Natamad lang talaga ako. Diba? Ihawak ko naman yung oras ko. I have an appointment at 11 and 7 p.m. So, literally, my emotion tells me, you rest, just reschedule your appointment. Anyway, can you reschedule it? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, pero sabi ko, 80% of success is just showing up. I always tell that to myself. So, nag-show up ako. Nung nag-show up ako, nag-start yung pinsan ko, 500 points on the spot. Grabe, no? Withdraw niya yung pera niya sa stocks and started Usana. Di ba may 7 p.m. pa ako? Sabi ko, uwi na ako. I-reschedule ko na kaya yung 7 p.m. Gusto ko nang humiga. Again, 80% of success is just showing up. So, minute ko sa Coffee Bean Greenbelt yung guest ko. Ang bilis ko nag-present kasi gusto ko nang umuwi. Sabi ko, so how would you like to start? 300 or 500 points? 300. Okay, cash or credit card? Sabi niya, credit card. Okay, sige, enroll na natin. Teka, Reg. Sabi niya sa akin, bakit? Hindi mo ba ako i-convince sa 500 points? Sabi niya sa akin. Sabi ko, bakit? Gusto mo ba yan? O sige, ito pag 500 points ka niya. 500 points ka na. O sige, enroll na natin. Enroll. That day, I had 2 successful appointments by just showing up. And you know what? 4 weeks after, that was the time that I started my gold run. Nag-PUPS run, yung mga yon. Grabe, no? Imagine niyo, if I let my emotion run me, I've missed the opportunity. Right? So, always regulate your emotion. Ha? Grabe naman yan. Okay. Okay. Nawindang ako sa oras. Okay? So, sabi nga, no matter what the situation is, never let your emotion overpower your logic. It hurts, but you need to eat. Galit ako no? You need to eat. Magsasamyup ka pa naman. Paano ka? Wala kang pang samyup. Di ba? Kasi ayaw mong trabuhin yung income mo. You get it? Pag nagka-World War III ba, hindi ka naman kayo tinatakot ha. Okay? Well, we just really have to prepare. Pag may World War III ba, tas wala kang pangkain, mahihiya ka pa ba? Gutom na gutom ka na tsaka ng pamilya mo. You get it? So what if ngayon pa lang, you prepare? Para kayo, no matter what happens, you have something sa'yo kahit papano when that actually happens. No? So this is my real topic. Di ba pala real topic yung isa, no? Napapasadaan ko to, no? But I want to share to you the wrong mindset and practices I had personally. And I hope marami makarelate sa inyo in doing this business. Para hindi nyo na ulitin. O para makatch ka, naku, ganyan nga ako, kaya pala, hindi ko ma-hit yung goal ko. Okay, so let's start with this. Alam nyo ba, napakatagal ko yung nilabanan sa utak ko. Hindi ko kasi personality yan. Di ba? Sino nakaka-relate dyan? Hindi ko kasi passion to. Wow. Di ba? Yung mga ganyan pa akong eksena, right? Ayoko ng tao, I'm an introvert. May mga ganyang eksenahan tayo. Alright? So, when I started, ito yung challenge ko. Alright? So, when you say challenge, depende sa interpretation mo. Challenge, problema, o challenge as in hamon. Diba? But I took it as hamon sa akin. When I started, wala akong network, wala akong influence. When you say influence, yung pag ikaw naggaya sa barkada, hindi sila pupunta. Ganon. Di ba may friend ka, pag siya naggaya, sumasama lahat. Influential yun. Ako hindi. Alright? Insecure na ako. Okay? Very awkward. If you think I'm comfortable here doing this because I've done this so many times. But doesn't mean I'm not nervous. Okay? I was very awkward, literal. Okay? And syempre, takot ako sa... Insecure nga eh. Di ba yung mga insecure, takot sila sa judgment. People pleaser. Takot sila sa judgment ng ibang tao. Right? Pero hindi siya naging problema sa akin. Naging hamon siya. What do I mean by that? Una sa lahat, I realized, yung pagiging mahiyain ko, mindset lang talaga ako ng environment tsaka ng society. Di ba, alam mo yung pag may bisita sa kwarto ka lang. So akala mo ayaw mo ng tao. Kasi bata ka pa lang, pag may tao, hindi ka nila minimingle. Imagine, si Bitoy ba? Dito si Bitoy eh. Sa tingin, tulog. Sa tingin mo magiging mahiyain yung paglaki? Lahat hinahay? Bakit? Ine-expose ng parents to people. So don't ever think that that's who you are already. You are the product of, parenthood or environment or circumstances of life. Right? So when I started, no network, no influence, sabi kasi ni Robert Kiyosaki, your net worth is your network. So since I understand that, may problema, hindi ako marunong mag-network. Kahit hindi ako mag-Usana, the same principle applies. Your net worth is still your network. Sa trabaho ko ba, tinuturuan ako mag-networking? Hindi. Sa school ko ba, tinuruan ako mag-networking? Konti. In fairness naman, to be nailed, okay? Konti. As in, literally, they would hire they would invite to event all the executives of hotel and get all their top students to actually network. So when you actually apply to work, they know you already. Imagine, but not all schools have that. Right? Pero still, that was only one event. That is, hindi ko na alam yung gagawin. Pamilya ko ba naturuan ako mag-networking? Hindi. Diyos ko, magtaas nga lang ng tubig, nahiya pa ako dati. Huy, ask ka naman tubig sa waiter. Sinong ganyan? Di ba yung busit na busit? Na ultimong kausap ng waiter, ayaw mo kausapin. Right? So, hindi nila ako naturuan. Nakilala ko yung Usana. Ito yung community kaya akong turuan. You get it? And true enough, sa Usana ko lang ba naggamit yung skill set na yun? Hindi. Literally in life. As in life. Share ko sa inyo. I went to isang government office. May kukunin ako. Hindi ko napapangalanan. Baka meron dito. No? Pero basta may tax sa babayaran. May mga ganyan. May product kong kukunin. Nakita ko lahat nung nakapila doon, stress na stress. Inaaway na nila yung babae. Kasi nga ang taas ng tax nila. So, kung ako dati, ganun na ganun din reaction ko. Pero inisip ko lahat ng training ko sa Usana habang nag-aantay ako. Naalala ko yung 30-second rule. Alam niyo yung 30-second rule? How do you make all strangers like you? Diba? Within 30 seconds, dapat makompliment mo na sila. Right? So paglapit ko sa kanya, Ma'am, ang ganda ng kulot mo. Saan ka nagpakulot? Ganyan, di ba? Kulot din ako nung time na yun. Ito sa bahay lang. Ang ganda, ma'am. Tignan mo yung kulot ko, ang pangit. Yung sa'yo, ang ganda. Ikaw din ba nagkulay niyan? Oo, ganda. Ganyan, di ba? Sa pagkita niya, ito, sabi niya gano'n, naku, mahal to eh. Mga ganyang linda. Alam mo na, malaki yung tax mo eh, no? Ito, mahal to eh. Ganto, ganyan. Pero akong bahala sa'yo. Wow! Imagine mo yan. Parang wala akong hininging kahit ano. Pero 14,000 yung tax. 1,000 lang pinabayad sa akin. Just the power of the skill set I've learned in Usana. Was it for Usana? Diba? Sige, tuloy niya na yan. Diba? Was it for Usana? It wasn't for Usana. It was literally just my life. My life became easier when I became skillful. Right? Life skill set yung tawag dyan. Right? And saan ka magkakaroon ng opportunity to speak up front? Right? Nalala ko yung una kong pagsasalita dito, sobrang gusto ko na lamunin ako ng buhay. Diba? But because I repeated it, I have an opportunity, I have a platform to practice my skill set. Sa tingin nyo, awkward pa ba ako? Diba? Not anymore. Diba? Maybe on a bigger platform eventually, but that's one thing I need to improve more. Insecure pa ba ako? Diba? May mga areas pa din, pero not anymore as I used to be. I think I'm beautiful, whether you think I'm not. I don't care whatever you think of me. You get it, right? I am beautiful and I know that because that's the kind of thing I kept on repeating myself. Right? So, ganyan ako nagsisimula dati. I want to share this to you before I dive onto this. No? Sa lahat ng introvert dito, can I just say that being introvert is not equal to being shy? Okay? It's a totally different spectrum, my friend. When you say introvert ka, that's the matter of how you gain energy. Ang extrovert, pag maraming tao, alive na alive. Ang introvert, pag maraming tao, alive din siya. Pero siya yung nagbibigay ng energy. Pag uwi niya, ubos na yung energy niya. Pero yung extrovert, pag uwi niya, hype pa siya. Kasi nilamon naman niya yung energy ng mga katabi niya. Nahigop niya yung energy. Sinong introvert dito? Di ba pag may katabi kang extrovert? Di ba? Ganyan. By the way, love mo din yung friend mo kasi kung wala siya, boring yung usapan nyo. Tama? Pero somehow, pagkatapos, parang naubos niya lahat ng energy mo. That's what being introvert is. Walang kinalaman yan sa pagiging mahiyain. Right? Again, ang pagiging mind is a mindset of society. So I highly recommend every one of you to actually do this. Simple lang yan, pero mag-I-am talaga kayo. Bumili kayo ng whiteboard o chalkboard, ilagay nyo yung identity na gusto nyong maging. Yung identity mong yan, hindi ikaw consciously nag-form yan. It was your parents, it was your society, it was your school. Now that you know better, start being intentional what kind of identity you want to have. You get it? Right? So I wanted this. Bakit? Insecure nga. So, ito yung mga feeling mo na hindi ka maganda, mga ganyan. Feeling mo, inaapik ka. Kaya nga, I am loved, di ba? Diba? Yan yung ano ko eh. Feeling mo, hindi ako leader. Yan yung mga pinagsasabi ko, sabotaging thoughts I had in my head. Kaya, sinulat ko talaga yan. And everyday paggising ko, yan yung sinasabi ko. Now, I have a question. Para sa opinion nyo, okay? Hingi lang akong feedback. Do you think I am all of that now? I wasn't like that before. But I intentionally built that. And literal, may braces pa nga ako niyan eh. Pagising ko talaga everyday. Right? Kahit inihika ako kasi chok yan, ayoko ng ano, di ba? I still do that, no? And second is, of course, ito na, bibilisan ko na. Okay. Second is the sari-sari store mindset. Sino may sari-sari store dito? Raise your hand. Okay, may family na may sari-sari store or friends o kapitbahay. Ayan, okay. O sino dito yung katapat nyo? Simula bata ka hanggang ngayon sari-sari store pa din siya. Okay, so ano to? This is, eto ha. Kung meron man sa DNA ng mga Pilipino, what business is? Sari-sari store yun. Wala tayo dating alam na negosyong iba, kundi sari-sari store. Agree? Kasi yun yung every nakikita mo. Right? Pero, karamihan ng sari-sari store, katulad ng lola ko, 10 beses na nagsara bukas yun. Di ba? Naubos na yung paninda, wala na ulit pang kapital, kasara ulit nila. Now, what do you mean sari-sari store? Why is this one of the wrong practices? O, ganito siya. Nothing wrong with sari-sari store. Pero, bihira. O, sino dito may kilalang may sari-sari store na supermarket na ngayon? Na personally? Meron. Okay? That's only 1% of all the sari-sari store in the whole Philippines. Bakit? Anong meron ginagawa ng mga nagsasari-sari store? Number 1, wala silang target sales. Tama? Magbebenta ako ng 100 piatos ngayong linggo. May ganyan ba? Para kumita ako na dahil piso ang tubo ko, meron ako 100 pesos. So, by the end of the week, by just piatos. May mga ganyan. May ganyan bang sari-sari store? Wala. Okay? Come what may. Tama? Second, hilig magpautang. Naipalista na lang dyan. Yung sari-sari store ng pinsan ko, tawang-tawa ko, may karato lang malaki. Pag utang sa akin, pagbili sa kabila, yan yung kaya, busit na ba? Yung umiiwas sa utang, kasi sa kabila na lang bibili, kasi wala pang pangbayad. Tama? Ano pa? Diba? Kinakain niya yung sarili niyang inventory. Yung nanay, lola ko, para ma-convince ako na magbantay ng sari-sari store, kailangan may piatos ako, tsaka soft drink. Pero nung 4 hours ako nagbantay, wala ni isang benta. Nalugi pa siya. Binayaran ba namin yun pabalik sa tindahan? Hindi. Tama? O ngayon, nakakatawa ba? I have a question. Ikaw ba may target sales ka? Ikaw ba nagpapautang? Tama? May katahimikan sa buong. And it's true. It's one practices for almost all businesses. Halos pare-parehas. 'Di ba? Sino dito yung magtatayo ka ng restaurant? Na-imagine mo ba kung yung nanay mo pinagyabang yung restaurant mo, lahat ng friends doon pinakain pero siya hindi nagbabayad. Restaurant ng anak ko 'yan. Restaurant ng anak ko. Dilugi ka na. You get what I mean? Kaya hindi lahat ng sari-sari store nagiging successful. Ngayon, walang maliit na negosyo, may small-minded business owner lang. The limit of a business is the limit of the entrepreneur's vision. Tama? Ngayon, naglabas ka ng 1,000,000, kumita ka ng 1,000,000. Dapat lang. Naglabas ka ng 50,000 sa Yuzana, kumita ka ng 1,000,000. Yun ang totoong flex ng isang entrepreneurial. Diba? From nothing to something. From something to amazing. Diba? Yun yung entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurial spirit. Okay? So tandaan ha, kahit yan yung negosyo mo, hindi mo kailangan ng building para pang building yung income mo. It's all in the mindset. And of course, return of investment mindset. Ito, nag-join ka na. Kaya nung nag-join ka na, kailan ba babalik yung 40,000 ko sa 50,000 ko sa iyo sana? 'Di ba? Wala ka nang ibang iniisip paano babalik. 'Di ba? ROI ngayon tawag, 'di ba? Ay, shocks, grabe 'yun. Okay. So, kailan babalik yung 50,000? Ginagol ba na bumalik yung 50,000? Di yan ginagol. Hindi yan. When you enter a business, it was never a goal na bumalik yung kapital. The goal is to earn a profit. Whereas 500,000 ba yan? O 5 million ba yan? You get it? Or 50 million ba yan? Kasi automatically, babalik talaga yung kapital mo. You get it? No? So yung goal talaga is to earn a profit. Sabi nga ni Manny Pangilinan, no, kung na-recent interview niya, tinanong niya, magkano na ba yung ginastos mo sa PBA? Sa Gilas, 3 billion na daw. Nakapag-ROI ka na ba? Sabi niya. Nako, oo. Return of insanity. Nabaliw na lang siya, wala pa siyang kinita sa Gilas, di ba? But he's doing it for a certain reason, para mapasedo yung mga Pilipino. Pero, di ba, going back to this, ang tatanungin mo doon sa sponsor mo, paano kikita ng 500,000 for the next 6 months? For the next 10 months? For the next 12 months? That's the goal. And automatically, I swear, di ba, dadaan at dadaan, babalik at babalik sa'yo yung kapital mo. Alright? Do not be an ROI mindset, be a profit mindset rather. And of course, last but not the least, is the pride and arrogance. Ito na. Alam nyo ba, shyness is a form of pride? Ang taong mahihain, ma-pride talaga. Di ba? Di ba? Right? So ito siya. What I mean pride and arrogance? This is how we were, how should I say this? We were primed. Na ang negosyo, it has to has an infrastructure. Okay. So I'm gonna give you sample. May isang nagtayo ng isang milk tea. Okay. Hindi. May nagtayo ng cake dessert shop. Tapos ito, nagtayo din siya. They are both located in a poor location. Patay tayo dyan. Pero yung isa, masaya na siya. Yeah, I have a business. This is my business. Di ba? Meron nga tinatawag na entrepreneurial curse. Alam nyo yan? Yung dahil negosyante ka, feeling nila, ang yaman mo na. Hindi nila alam. Mas mahirap ka pa kasi nung empleyado ka. Lalo na sa traditional business. That's for sure. Ngayon, dahil hindi mo alam mag-networking, guess what? You're just there, you're waiting for the customer to come in. Poor location ka, so walang customer. You're someone who probably opened up a traditional business. And guess what? Walang pumapasok na sales, pero alam mo kung paano mag-network. How easy it is to probably post sa Facebook ads, o kahit di ka mag-Facebook ads, tanungin mo kaya lahat ng friends mo, alam mo ba lahat ng birthday nila, birthday ng nanay nila, di ba, birthday ng tatay nila, kailan ang anniversary nila? You get it? Because all of that can be prospects to buy cake for you. Di ba? You greet them happy birthday and all that. Sa tingin mo, kahit poor yung location nito, kikita siya. Yes. Kasi alam niyang mag-networking. It's a skill set. Tama? Hindi ka rin pwedeng mayabang. Ang tingin mo sa mga nasa sales, mababang tao. Diba? Sino dito yung di mo kailangan sagutin? But deep inside you, you feel like you're a better person than the other person. Patay tayo dyan. Okay? Tandaan nyo, you need to be humble. Ang mayabang nga, galit sa mayabang eh. Di ba? Paano pa yung hindi mayabang? Di lalong busit yun sa mayabang. You get it? Right? So sometimes what's stopping a person is their own pride and arrogance. Sabi nga, pride is the only poison when swallowed can cure. Right? So sabi sa Fortune magazine, the best kept secret of the business world is actually network marketing. This is The heart of all businesses. Kahit hindi ka mag-Usana, kung may negosyo ka, hindi lalaki yan, I promise you, kung hindi ka marunong mag-network marketing. You know, si John Maxwell, di ba, parang nagbo-book siya. I've read a certain book niya, meron siyang time allocation. 70% ng activity niya is actually what? Allocated towards networking. Because wala siyang talks, wala siyang magbebenta ng books kung hindi siya nagne-networking. You get what I mean? Everything is really all about networking. Why do you think there are business conventions? Right? Why do you think there are like Apex and all that? Like yung mga best entrepreneur goes to this country. Kasi that's yung networking. You know, I went to Tony Robbins training in Australia. Hindi ko ito makalimutan. So I went there together with Mentor Richard Dan. And we pay literally tons of money. But not as much money ng mga nasa harap. Yung mga nasa harap, mga naka-Bugatti. Mga ganyan. Yung mga ginastos nila nasa 2 to 4 million. They're platinum plus. Tapos, pumunta kami ng maaga. So pag umaga ka, upo ka, di ba? Antay-antay lang ako ng oras. Pero nakita ko lahat ng mayayaman sa harap. Nakatayo, nag-exchange ng calling card. Nagne-networking. Sabi ko talaga, kinabukasan kila Mentor, Vanessa, hindi ko kayo katabi bukas. Okay? Bukas, iba ang katabi ko. Okay? Bakit? So that I can expand my network. Those are the best of network you can find. Hello, people who want to develop themselves. You get what I mean? So when I do understand that, mamahalin mo talaga yung platform na to kasi dito ka tuturuan paano mag-networking. Paano mag-close ng deals. I have a downline business partner, hindi nagsasalita. Nung mudslide, so nag-slide siya, sumigaw siya, nagpalakpakan kami. Sabi namin, nagsasalita ka pala. Mga ganong level. Tapos, nag-training siya sa Usana, tapos naging director siya sa Usana, tapos nagpunta siya ng Cebu for some time, 1 week. Pagbalik niya, Mentor, I have good news sa'yo. O, anong good news mo? Alam niyo po ba, ako yung naka-close ng deal na investor para sa construction company ng tito ko. A Korean investor. Really? Magkano yung multi-million invest? Wow, paano mo nagawa yun? Kung paano po magpa-pay ng 500 points. The same skill set, the same thought pattern lang po yung in-apply ko. Grabe, no? That's the power of this platform, right? So network marketing is a noble profession. But just like any other profession, it needs to be mastered. You get it? May mga tao na 6 months na nag-join ng network marketing. Sasabihin sa'yo, alam ko na yan eh. Nanggaling na ako dyan eh. May mga with mockery tone. Malupit pa, Usana, nag-Usana na ako dati. Alam mo, dati nagpe-present ako. Sabi niya, Usana, nag-Usana na ako dati. O, kumusta naman? Okay naman. Bumalik naman yung kapital. Kaya nga wala nangyari kasi ROI mindset siya, di ba? Pagbalik ng kapital, tama na. Tama? Pero alam mo yung tone na feeling to discourage me. Ako, in my head, I respect whatever happened to you. But don't compare me to you. Okay? Sa'yo walang nangyari. Sa akin, may mangyayari. Diba? Hindi ako papayag na walang mangyayari sa akin. Right? Reg, kasi ikaw para ka sa Usana. Lahat naman ng naranasan ko dito, pinamukha sa akin, hindi ako para dito. Pumayag ba ako? Hindi. Ano yun? Sila mentor lang pwedeng kumita ng malaki? Don't I deserve the same thing? Ikaw ba, deserve mo kumita ng malaki? Diba? So kung deserve mo, do not be limit with what you think is yung personality mo lang. Right? Start being intentional in developing of who you want to become. Right? So, I only have a few minutes, pero sige, dadaanan ko to educate you what network marketing. May 2 klaseng network marketing. Maraming lumalaganap ngayon. I want to educate you. There's what you call the middleman and the manufacturer. Okay, middleman, of course, they do na manufacture their own product. So, para siyang ganito. Okay, so I have a system, whatever system, may loading, may smart, globe, that's a system. Magbubuo ko ng kumpanya, gagawin kong networking, i-distribute ko. There's Bitcoin. Gagawa akong sistema, gagawa akong kumpanya, diba? Tapos distributor. There's Forex, it's the same thing. Diba? Their product is a system. Right? So dito, I'm not telling na it's not effective, but they also do network marketing. Pero ito, depende sa galing ng management. You get it? Because your product is not your own. That's the reason why dati yung mga loading system, nag-obsolete. Bakit? Kasi I can text all network. Di na nga ako nagtitext eh. Alam niyo ba, hindi ko alam yung number ng pamilya ko. Totoo. Di ba? Si Anshe na alam na sa kotse tayo. Ano bang number mo, mama? Si ate, hindi ko rin alam. Kasi nasa messenger kami. So, hindi namin kailangan ng load talaga. You get it? So, paano yun? Nag-obsolete yun eh. Di wala na rin yung negosyo. You get what I mean? So, what if the system actually collapses? The business collapses with it. That's the difference. Meron naman products. There's a product, okay, I have a friend, di ba, who wanted to open network marketing. Kukuha siya ng product sa Germany. Tapos yun daw yung i-distribute. So, hindi kanila yung product. Right? Tapos, bubuo sila ng kumpanya and then, alam mo yun, gawa ka, may sabon. Maganda yung sabon mo. Sige, networking natin yan. I will be yung supplier. Okay? So, sa mga Pilipinas, sa Pilipinas, empowered consumerism is one of that. Their product is not theirs. Their product is nature's way alive. And pinilitan lang nila yung pangalan. Okay? Because they have to change the name kasi pwede mong bilhin sa Mercury din yung mga products nila. Because they have to change the name as well. So maraming ganyan. Maraming mga iba't ibang company. But there's also the manufacturer. Manufacturer is like Herbalife. Diba? They manufacture their own products. Right? And they distribute it. Yan. Ito talaga yung pinaka-stable. Sa pagtitignan nyo sa mundo ng network marketing, yung mga billion-dollar company are the manufacturers. Sila talaga because they control the quality, they control the price. And it's cheaper if you're the one, making your own products as well. Right? But Usana is actually different. Do you know Usana products had been studied for 20 years before it actually became Usana? Okay, so a little bit story, di ba? Hanggang, alam nyo, nakaka-addict umattend ng product training, no? Parang pabaliw ka ng pabaliw talaga ng Usana. Sabi ko, grabe talaga, no? Sabi ko nga sa Elite kanina, mali yung ginagamit natin na sa labas, puro hype. Sa atin sa Usana, no hype, just pure science. Mali yun. Kasi tayo ngayon may science, so dapat tayo lalo yung nag-hype. Nagigets mo? Kasi nga sobrang ganda ng products natin. Right? So ito, ang Usana, just to give an idea, si Dr. Myron Wentz, nag-aaral kasi siya ng virus. Ngayon, in order for him to study a virus, kailangan niya ilagay yung virus sa cell. Ang problema, ang cell, nabubuhay lang ng 72 hours pag wala siya sa human system. So ang first problem niya is paano ko ipoprolong yung buhay ng cell outside the human system. So that was the years of study, they have found out the right vitamins and minerals and the right amount, and the right combination. And literally, yung cell na yon, sabi nga nila, it could live like forever, as long as forever daw nalalagyan. And there's a cell na parang breast cancer cell pa nga, tas wala na. I think it's still in the manufacturing facility as of now. Imagine that. And then one time, na-realize si Dr. Wentz, what if yung ini-inject ko sa cell, since the cell is the single, the smallest unit of the body, ilagay ko sa tablet. You get it? At yun yung titake ng mga tao. That's when Usana actually started. So 20 years nang ginagawa yung laman ng vitamins niya before it was actually even formulated as Usana Company. Right? That's the reason why Usana is actually the best. Now, ayaw mo ng network marketing. Huwag kang mag-alala, ayaw din ni Dr. Wentz network marketing. Sabi niya, I wasn't interested at first. Network marketing companies I knew were money-making schemes, selling products with no intrinsic value. But I was persuaded that the Usana story could not be told on a label. So I agreed, but only if we raised the bar with ethical practice and fair compensation. Imagine that. Usana does not only participate. Usana is meant to change the game. Right? And literally, Usana's changed the game since then. Right? So sabi nga niya, paano kasi yun, di ba? I was growing sales like crazy. Dr. Wentz on the success of Gall Laboratories. I grew zillions of cells. I grew cells with faster generation time and longer lifespan than any of my colleagues in commercial virology and big pharma. Yun yung products na meron ng USANA bago pa na-publish o na-start ang USANA. And grabe, di ba? Napaproud ba kayo sa vision na to? Okay lang, sabay-sabay tayo. 1, 2, 3, go. Free from pain and suffering of degenerative disease. Share my vision, love life, and live it to its fullest in happiness and in health. Grabe. So when you say degenerative disease, ito yung parang ang tawag dyan, modern slavery. Alam niyo what modern slavery is? Wala kang kalaban-laban, pero diabetic ka na. Kasi yan yung lahi mo eh. You get it? Slavery tawag dun. Yan talaga yung pinanggigigilan ni Dr. Wentz. Right? Na talagang sana, eventually, hindi na natin mapasa yung sakit. Kaya may joke kami sa USANA. Huwag ka mag-aasawang di nagtitake ng USANA products. Joke lang. Kasi para yung anak mo, di ba? Healthy na. Joke lang yon. Okay? Pero yung next sa pinag-aaralan ng USANA is DNA nutrition. So, these are all the accreditation that we have in USANA. Of course, NutriSearch Comparative Guide. Lahat ba meron na nito? Okay, so lahat tayo bili nito. Alam ko nung pandemic, din natin nagagamit. Bili tayo nito. Powerful tool yan. USANA is a Case Trust accredited. This is in Singapore. Okay, pag Case Trust accredited, ibig sabihin, fair trading and transparent ka talaga. Yon, talaga binabantayan talaga. Thank you, Mentoron. Okay? And of course, di ba, sino yung mahilig magpaka-geek sa Ask the Scientist? May kilala ako si Aps Joel. Okay, mahilig mag-geek yan sa Ask the Scientist. Sa kanya ko nga lang nalaman, alam mo si Mentor Joel, ganito ginagawa niya. May nakita siyang website and study na sinisiraan ng USANA. I-email niya pa yung scientist ng USANA. Anong rebuttal niyo dito? O tas i-explain ng scientist sa email nang wala dito. Pati ano yung basis ng study ng mga website. Grabe ang lupit, di ba? I just want to remind you, we have 150 scientists in USANA. Ang sarap magbasa dito. And di ba ang bait ng USANA kasi this is for public. Hindi to forget member ka na doon ka lang makakapag-research. They open their research to public. Because they really they're true with their vision. Di ba? They wanna really educate people. So I highly recommend you go there. Ito pa. Okay, I won't forget the time when Ma'am Duda used to be our vice president. Ito siya. One time daw, pinatawag lahat ng VP sa USANA headquarters. Ang ginawa nila, nag-aral sila, nag-isip sila ng marketing strategy for USANA. Pagkatapos nilang ma-finalize yung marketing strategy, ito na yung kailangang budget. Tapos, pumasok si Dr. Wentz sa room. Sabi ni Dr. Wentz, nagastos ko na yung pang-marketing sa R&D. Wala na palang perang pang-marketing. So, bakit siya nakakabaliw? Para kay Dr. Wentz, hindi siya para sa mga pakulo-pakulo ng marketing. Para sa kanya, what's more important is yung focus niya sa research and development. And if I am an investor sa USANA, sobrang importante sa akin if the owner focus on research and development because that ensures me that my money is safe because you would still be the top one for the next 5, 10, 20, and 30 years. You're familiar with Elon Musk, di ba? Do you know why Elon Musk is successful? Because he's not an office guy. He's always on the, production. Nandun siya sa mga tao. Si Dr. Wentz lagi nasa laboratory. Di ba? Wala siya sa office. O now, Chairman Emeritus na si Dr. Wentz. I don't know if it's here, di ba? Ayan. So, si Dr. Wentz is Chairman Emeritus na. Si Kevin Guess is our chairman. Pero mind you, si Kevin Guess is part of the 2% of, I forgot which airline yung ginagamit niya. Basta part siya ng 2% nun ng pinakamaraming travel miles. Ibig sabihin, this chairman is not in the office. This chairman goes to different countries of USANA. Nakakamingle natin. Di ba? He's really meeting where we are at. Yun yung leader na meron tayo. Right? Kaya very, very proud ang Usana, di ba? Usana's won already 850 awards, locally, national, international, since 1992, di ba? And we even have partnership and collaboration. Hindi lang just Usana, no? Ang Usana, sige, check niyo yung research namin kung totoo talaga. Di ba? I remember there was even one time that they had collaboration with the White House for a certain research. Grabe, no? Kasama sila Bill Gates Foundation, sila, and the White House as well, no? So this is Dr. Weds. Grabe, no? Ang hindi makokopya ng kahit anong kumpanya is that our founder is a scientist himself. And this is our chairman, di ba? Kevin Guest. No? So yung iba na ang CEO natin, we are chairman na siya, but I think Usana is a conglomerate already. There are other companies that they have bought already. Ang story ni Kevin Guest, para siyang si Mentor Dave. Ano Mentor Dave? Ayan, okay, nagbabanda. So may sarili siyang media and production company. And then Usana wanna hire him. Sabi niya, the only way that you can hire me is you buy my whole company. Binili Dr. Wens yung buong kumpanya niya. Ma-employ lang siya. Grabe, no? Imagine. And now he's the chairman of Usana. And right now, the 3-time leader of the Direct Selling Association worldwide, voted by all the billionaire chairman of different companies. Every year, iba-iba yan. Pero siya 3 years na siyang binoboto. It means they like his leadership. He's representing the whole industry, right? So I'm gonna give you a sample lang, but this is a late data. Huli ko nang hinabol sa slides ko to, no? Si H-Life, okay? Tago natin sa H-Life, no? Way back, ito pandemic sales to, Hinabol ko lang kasi. So they have $4.5 billion sales, right? And they are in 94 countries. That year na sales, 94 countries. Tapos, ang kanilang rating is 1.5 lang. Imagine that. And 40 years na sila sa industry. Laki, no? Ako rin, proud din ako sa company nila. You know, you have to be proud with other companies as well. It takes a lot of companies to lift up the whole industry. Hindi lang pwedeng sana successful. This is Amway, like the leader in the industry as well. Grabe, no? $8.4 billion. Grabe, nakakabaliw. Right? 62 years, 65 na sila ngayon. 100 countries. And that's what? 1 star. Right? 1 star. This is Usana. Ay, ano nangyari? Okay. Pwedeng pa, Okay. Usana is ilan? Mas mataas ba yung sales ng Usana? Okay. Sorry. So, ang sales ng Usana is only at 1.5 billion dollars. Hala, ang baba, $1.5 billion ng Usana. But you have to understand that Usana at 2020 was only in 26 countries, now 29 countries. And we are the baby in the industry. And we have Platinum Plus Star product. Now, if a 1-star product earns $8.4 billion a year, na-imagine nyo ba yung future ng Usana for the next 5 to 10 years? Having that kind of product. Right? Ang tawag nga sa Usana, the Nike of the nutraceutical industry. Ganong level. Di ba? Athletes din yung ng mga Nike. Tayo din, athletes din. So that's our future. Kaya ako sobrang excited sa Usana. Because feeling mo, bago ka pa lang. But who knows? You can be the head of the next 3 new countries of Usana. Grabe, because Philippines is just a downline of an American and a Malaysian. Kalahati American, kalahati Malaysian. When we went to Malaysia, sabi nung kausap namin sa corporate, do you know na this is your upline? Di namin alam. Pero downline yun yung imagine mo buong Pilipinas. Grabe, no? Singapore, kalahati nun kila Bob Lin. The next kalahati kay Mentor Rich. Di ba? Oh. Sino ang pinakamalaking team sa buong Europe ngayon? Intensity. Diba? Downline lang naman nila Mentor Caleb at Mentor Rich ang halos 3/4 ng Europe ngayon. Grabe, no? And ganon ka-international, ka-global yung business ng Usana. Again, walang maliit na negosyo. May small-minded business owner lang. No, I wanna share this. If mahilig kayo magbasa ng World Economic Forum whatsoever, no? But sa Gold Sachs to na data, no? This is the future of the Philippines by 2075. We're gonna be part of the top 15 most powerful economy in the world. Wow! Grabe! Okay, I'm proud ako dyan. I love my country. I love Philippines so much. Okay? So, syempre, lola at lolo na tayo niyan. Tama? Tama. Pero ang tanong ko sa inyo, gusto niyo bang maging mayaman na lola at lolo sa first world country o mahirap na lola at lolo sa first world country? Right? Now, the reason I want to show you this, I want you to imagine this. I want you to imagine this. You are doing Usana not in the Philippines right now. Okay, probably ikaw mga 5 years ka na sa Usana, 6 years, di ba? O iba bago lang. I want you to imagine, you're probably doing Usana in Australia. Lahat kayo nasa Australia. Okay? Tapos parang feeling mo walang nangyayari, 2 years ka na, 3 years ka na, but doesn't mean walang nangyayari, nagiging skillful ka. Okay? Take note nasa Australia ka nag-Usana. And then, I want you to imagine all of Usana, Usana announced that they're gonna open in the Philippines. And you guys are all Filipinos in Australia. I have a question. Are you going to do a massive expansion knowing that Usana is already in your home country? Would you feel, ay, parang walang nangyari sa akin. No, excited ka na. You feel like, I am already prepared for this. Right? Etong 2 years na to. You know what? There's a leader, sino ba to? Yung sa Malaysia, top 1, Lucas Lim. So Lucas Lim, ang market niya lang Malaysia, kasi trip niya lang Malaysia. Pero may Indonesia siya, 1 star. Yung Indonesia niya, 2 years yung bumuntot-buntot sa kanya kahit walang Usana sa Indonesia. Nagpa-training sa kanya, dinevelop niya yung skillset niya, umaatin ng convention, order ng products para sa pamilya niya. And then all of a sudden, after 2 years, Usana Indonesia opened. And she was silver director on day 1 of Usana office. Grabe, no? Now, guys, there are only 500,000 users of Usana pa lang sa Pilipinas. Literally, we're only scratching the surface of the market in the Philippines. We're not gonna eye for the 110 million. We're gonna eye at least for the 5%. Tandaan nyo yung 500,000, napakadami na naging multimillionaire. Paano pa kaya yung next 500,000 users of Usana? Kayo na lahat, di ba, yung magiging multimillionaire ng Usana. Now, you know, sabi nga the game has its ups and downs, but you can never lose focus to your individual goals. And you can't let yourself be beaten because of lack of effort. Diba? Di bali nang bumagsak ka, but not just because of lack of effort. Right? Di ba ganda na bumagsak ka kasi World War III? Hindi dahil yung tinamad ka. Alam mo yan, yung hindi lang talaga natin trinabaho yung negosyo. No? So if you want to go travel, Usana has brought me to 11 countries already. Diba? Sa Aura tayo, tsaka sa diba? So if you wanna go like see places, alam nyo, share ko lang sa inyo. This is in Bali. Di ba sikat to sa postcard ng Bali, Indonesia? There are like 200, 300 people sa taas nagpa-picture. Pero, pwede kang bumaba dyan. Sobrang stiff. As in, no? Alam nyo, 4 lang kami bumaba dun. Kasi parang buwas buhay. Tapos sobrang ganda. Mahal ko Pilipinas, pero mas maganda yung na-witness ko doon na beach. Kaya sa dami kong na-witness in Coraoas, sobrang ganda niya talaga. And literal, yung pag-akyat ko, Diyos ko, para na akong mamamatay. Okay, sobrang hirap. Siyempre, mas mahirap yung paakyat. Sabi ko, buti na lang Usana ako. Pangalawa, buti na lang, bata pa ako, na-experience ko na to. Diba? Kasi if I'm gonna wait for the next 10 years, lalong di na ako makakababa. Hindi ko na ma-experience yung beauty talaga na meron to ngayon. Right? O, di ba maganda pa, you can do business anytime, anywhere. You build a life that you don't need a vacation from. Because your life looks like a vacation already. Di ba? That's the power. So kung ano-ano pa, I did skydiving, kung ano-ano mga trip ko sa mundo, nagagawa ko because gusto mo mag-Moana, ayan. Okay. Pwede rin. Ito si yung gano'n. Diba? So, travel around the world. Do you know that Andrea of Mexico, Star Diamond Director, thankful ako kay Mentor Rich kasi naka-lunch namin sila. Diba? Nung naka-lunch namin, kasi na-ambush ni Mentor Rich ata din sa office, bumibili ng product. You know why? Because pinastop niya yung 2 anak niya mag-aral for 1 year to travel around the world. And literally, the Philippines is their 72nd country. Nung they visit, baliw na baliw talaga ako niyan. And I wasn't hitting anything yet in Yuzana that time. Sabi ko, my gosh, she is such a validation of why I'm doing Yuzana in the first place. Sino gusto mag-travel around the world? Diba? Grabe, no? You want dream cars. Diba? Kung ano man trip. Diba? I bought my first car, which is this one, at the age of 25 siya dumating. Diba? I wasn't even gold then. I was silver director pa. Diba? It's brand new. Doesn't have to be brand new, no? Pero, when I got it, hindi ko na gusto nakikwento, no? Madalas din na nakikwento, but I wanna share this for all people who's dreaming to have their own car. Right? When I got this, I remember the moment na hinawakan ko yung manibela. Sabi ko talaga, literally sabi ko, it's all worth it. Grabe. Sabi ko, even if I have to be rejected 1,000 times just for me to actually experience this, it's actually all worth it. Grabe, no? So, posible yan. And then, the following year, I bought that's my team car, not my family car. Yung family ko kasi team din. Member din sa Yuzana. But they have their cars din naman. Pero kasi nga, isa lang pwedeng masakay ko na business partner. School bus ko to eh. Pag uwi ko, mga 8 kami dyan. Naatid ko na sila lahat ng on the way. Pero ang saya. Di ba? After training, umuwi kayo magkakasama, nangangarap kami. I mean, that's worth the car. Di ba? Para sa akin, no? And we're actually driving yung dream. Di ba? And hopefully, lahat kayo magkakotse rin dito. Di ba? Di ba? Para hindi na kayo magko-commute. Di ba? Alam mo yung mga kotse, yung mga problema niyan, parang si Jen, parking. O para sabihin park, gano'n yung mga problema. Di ba? At least yun yung problema mo. Hindi yung naiwan ka ng P2P. Di ba? Hindi yung naiwan ka ng ganyan. Di ba? Yung goal is, siyempre, dream car ka, di ba? At saka, mind you hindi ko makalimutan to si Park Jong. Sa mga nakatira ng Asia Pacific. Si Park Jong, by the way, sa top 1 of Korea. Ano sabi niya? Nung nagsisimula pa lang daw sila sa Yuzana, hindi daw niya tinitignan yung presyo ng BMW. Kasi nga, mataas daw yung presyo, kaya ayaw niyang tignan. Pero ngayon, hindi pa rin daw niya tinitignan yung presyo. Kasi too cheap na daw for him. Grabe, no? Kasi naman, naka-Rolls Royce sila. Sipi mo, nahiya yung kotse ko. Yung Maserati nila, nasa 120,000 yung miles for 3 years. Grabe sila humato, di ba? Parang kakarakas lang talaga yung Maserati. Samantalang pag may kotse ka, ay, huwag tong gamitin, di ba? Parang hanggang dito lang yan, hindi yan pang probinsya. Di ba? Pero, if kinaya namin, kaya din ninyo. Di ba? And I wanna share this for all the starting entrepreneur here. Kayang-kaya, di ba? Ang problema natin next time, parking. Yan, di ba? That's our goal, no? And syempre, di ba, dream house, di ba? I don't have a house yet, but I have my location. Di ba? So, this is my property in Nuvali. So, para siyang the next Makati. Nuvali is the way to go nga. It's like the next Makati, no? And literal, I never thought that I could actually buy a property there. Right? And lahat yan because of my Yuzana business. Di ba? Literal, yung pinambayad ko dyan, pwede ng pang-mansyon. Ganong level, no? Pero lupa pa lang yan. And eventually, tatayo. Pag nagkapamilya na, siguro ako, no? Pero yan, no? Pero ito yung dream house talaga. Boom! Grabe. Sino, di ba, wala magpipicture, Kinapture ko to bago pinaput down ng Yuzana. But, sino ang gusto ng bahay na may driveway? Grabe, oh. Yung pagbukas ng gate, di agad bahay, driveway. Grabe, kinumpute ko, this is 372 million pesos yung worth ng bahay nila, Billy and Jenny Wang. Katas ng Yuzana nila yan. Tapos sabihin mo, malit na negosyo to. Haller. Di ba? Imagine yan. Di ba? Hindi na niya pinakita. Ito, di ba? May driveway. Tapos siguro robot, ano pa yan? Automatic pa yan. Papasok ka. Grabe. Sabi ko, nakakabaliw talaga yung Yuzana. Si upline nila actually nag-post niyan. Kinapture ko bago binaba. Tapos kinumpit ko. Okay? So, what else? Diba? O, ayaw mo na mga yan. Gusto mo leverage income is real. O, diba? Kinapture ko dito bago nila pinut down. Okay? Diba? Kasi nga, income disclaimer, depende sa hard work mo. Pero imagine mo to, consecutive week, 1,342 of getting a check from Yuzana. Grabe! Parang 20 years na sila. Hindi ko nga kilala yan, hindi namin nakikita sa mga convention, di ba? I am eternally grateful for my Yuzana business income, which I have been paid every single week for over 22 years. This is in the US. Okay? Diba? I am eternally grateful to Yuzana for the freedom it has given me. 21 years ago, I retired from medicine and Yuzana has remained my primary income since then. Grabe. It's real, no? Pag tatrabahuhin mo, talaga yung Yuzana. And if you wanna help people, pwede rin. Diba? Si Coach Ann siya nag-sign up yan dahil sa True Health Foundation. Kasi gusto niya ng a place that she can help. Right? So, ito, just imagine, no? Alam niyo naman yung famous story para sa mga bago, di ba? There's a star diamond director in China na namatay because of car accident. And only daughter itong distributor na to. Ang parents niya, old na talaga, senior na. And guess what? Di ba may inheritance ang Yuzana? So automatically, the account went to her parents. And guess what? Since matanda na, wala naman silang kailangan na alam mo yun, kailangan na gastusin masyado. Diba? And they knew about True Health Foundation. They donated 30 plus million to Yuzana Health Sciences, True Health Foundation. Imagine that. And meron tawag sa kanila eh. Kasi they have pledged 6 to 7 million per year donation to True Health Foundation. Because they don't need the money. It's a passive income that was inherited. Matanda na sila. Pero imagine mo, gano'ng kadaming tao ay natutulungan ng True Health Foundation. Literally, the rape victims and, the human trafficking in Cambodia. Yan yung mga tinutulungan, yung mga sobrang gutom na tao sa Uganda. Yan yung mga disaster relief dito. Naku, yung Pilipinas na nangunguna sa nagbibigay ang True Health Foundation. Right? Whatever your motivation is, diba, all you have to do is, of course, commit to your goals without shame. Right? Whether you want to earn money or help people or achieve things, be unapologetic in fighting for what you deserve. Do not be a people pleaser. Let them be. They're not gonna pay your bills anyway. Right? So you have to understand, when you buy into someone's opinion, you are buying into someone's opinion. This is my last slides. Diba? Without much rain, roots dive deep to find water. Imagine this, no? That's what Right Foundation really is all about. So anong kailangan natin ngayong gawin? We have to dive deep. Sabay-sabay nga. Dive deep. Ulit. Dive. One more time. Dive. Yon. So that's it for me. Thank you so much, everyone. God bless.